Hello, this is Xuixia speaking. We're going to talk about floor today. Um, there are four main parts I want to talk about it. The first one is the definition for floor. The second one is my academic and activities experience for floor. The third one is my conclusions for my personal floor. The last one is students' floor plan in classroom. Okay, let's go to the definition for the floor. Actually, it begins with a psychologically floor concept by the scholar. Okay, so it's hard for me to pronounce his name. Okay, so you can see here, this is his name, and this is his research about. So the flow captures the positive mental state of being completely absorbed, focused, and involved in your activities at a certain point in time, as well as deriving enjoyment for being engaged in that activity. Perhaps the flow state, colloquially termed being in the zone, is best described by one of the participants interviewed in the earliest stage of flow research. And here is the picture of the flow. I'm sorry, it seems like you cannot see it very well. Let me try to see. Yeah, okay. No mind about it. So here you can see is the challenge, and this one is the skills. And this shadow part is the flow state. So you already know what is that, and I'm going to tell you my personal experience about it. So first one is I have four areas for the flow. What I experience. One is reading. When I read a book, I will notice it. I kind of so first one, if I read some academic book, that is hard for me to finish it. But when I get involved in it and I enjoy it, I find out something I really want to know, or inspired me to know, or make some connection between me and the society phenomena, or some issues for the in on the earth like that. So I think I'm enjoying it, and I kind of like get a new knowledge about some area I don't know. Another one is learning new skills. My example is learning swimming. Yeah, before I don't know how to swim, but after I learn it, I feel totally enjoy it, and the whole body feels like more softer. Yeah, and changed my perspective or attitude to the water. I kind of enjoy with water now. So yeah. And there's another one is planning and thinking. So I am totally and very, very strict with my planning. I need very specific goals for my like a yearly plan or monthly plan like that. And when I doing the planning, it's also kind of like a reflection and a thinking time, and that really productive for me. I can make a conclusion for my previous experience and set the goal for my next target for my life or job or learning. So that is very important for me. Another one is about the research work. I'm kind of like enjoy it because I enjoy this find out some problems I'm interested in, and I do some research about this area and then try to solve the problem I found out. So when I solved those problems, I feel very, very satisfied, and it's kind of like achievement for myself. And I also train my brain how to do those like logic research, and how to be organized for my job. Sometimes for my life is also worked. So yeah. So I made my conclusion for my personal flow. First one, I need to have a clear goals, and I do need the challengers and needers. Mm, the needers is kind of like a goals, I think, maybe. So something I want to do and be concentrated. Yeah, and you need totally focus on it. Another one is you need to get some feedback from others or your friends or your teachers or your mentors. Yeah, and do some reflection by yourself. You can adjust your learning or research. So you must have a very clear, organized plan for what you're going to do. Yeah. And the last one is important for me. I do need a reward for my achievements. I wanted to that kind of like motivated me to do something and I can get like relaxed time. So that is also like inspired me to do like for my students to have a flow in the classroom. So first one, I need to have a very clear class goal or lesson goal for my students. And definitely, we do need a class reward system for my students. They they want it. At the same time, we do need very good like activity. So sometimes we just call it games, but actually it's not games, right? We designed on purpose. Another one is you're trying to challenge your student, but it's not too hard. They can, just a little bit, and they feel like, whoa, I can do it, and then they can continue for that challenge. And the last one, oh no, the last two things is timely feedback to the students' learning and involve like various evaluation, sometimes by themselves, sometimes for their peers, because sometimes I feel like the peers like feedback is so important for them. Yeah, teenagers. Another one is learning with different groups because this one is important. From my perspective, is teamwork is very important. They can learn the knowledge or skills from each other. So that is very good for the students to do to have the flow. Yeah, that's all for what I learned about flow. Thank you. See you guys next time. Bye. Oh, and my reference here.